Yes, people, what's going on? It's your boy Matchday Shows, and Manchester United have just drawn their final pre-season game 1-1 against Fiorentina, and I'm not gonna lie, it was an absolute stinkfest. But before we talk about the game, let's talk about David De Gea, who returned to Manchester United and got the send-off he deserves. I think Manchester United only gave him a Twitter post, but it was good for him to come back. He got a frame, he got a huge standing ovation, and he finally got the send off he deserves. Do you know what I mean? Because at one point, De Gea was the best player for Manchester United. Not only that, he was the best keeper in the world. Do you know what I mean? And I think he was like the best player for United for like 4 seasons. He won 5 major trophies here. So you know what I mean? He's a massive legend, and he deserves what he got today. Do you know what I mean? So Sesko, Cunha, and Burma were introduced to the Old Trafford faithful. They got a huge standing ovation. Obviously, they all had their kits up. So that was a nice touch. And hopefully these three get us out of the mud this season, because we need goals from them ASAP. But let's talk about the game, because again, this game was so poor. But I'm not going to overreact. I feel like Manchester United had one eye on the Arsenal game. Obviously, players don't really want to get injured a week before the big kickoff against Arsenal. So I feel like that was a huge factor, because all pre-season we've been pressing teams. Today we didn't press. Do you know what I'm saying? All pre-season I felt like we've been having at least a pattern to our play. Do you know what I'm saying? At least of us. I've been seeing a style. Do you know what I'm saying? I saw some adaptations. I saw some flexibility, and I didn't really see that today. I was pretty much falling asleep. Do you know what I mean? It was a real poor game. But with that being said, I've seen enough in pre-season to suggest that we'll be okay going into the first game. Do you know what I mean? I feel like and Burmo is not fully fit yet. I feel like our whole team's not fully fit yet, apart from Bruno. Do you know what I mean? Who's just a madman. But yeah, Ahmad and Burmo today obviously lined up with each other again for the second time. Against Bournemouth, it was liquid. It was flexible. Do you know what I'm saying? There was fluidity around it. Do you know what I'm saying? One touch passes here and there, real link up. But today I didn't see it. I felt like they was getting in each other's way, which was a little bit of a concern. But they're huge, high intelligent players, and I feel like they'll figure it out. Dorgu, who's been our best player in pre-season, he was nowhere to be seen today. I don't really know what happened there. It was crazy to see Mount in the false 9 positions as well, if I'm honest with you. I love to see Bruno there. I keep saying we need to play Bruno there, especially without Sesko and Xerxes currently away. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know why Mount's playing there, but so be it. He played okay today, but I just felt like we lacked real presence up there. He couldn't hold it at times, you know what I'm saying, where Sesko would be able to. I felt a lot of our attacks are breaking down for that reason. And I feel like going into the Arsenal game, we cannot play Casemiro. Do you know what I'm saying? Every single time we speak about Manchester United, we go back to this midfield, and it's a real problem. Do you know what I mean? Big shout out to Casemiro, legend of the game, but he just hasn't got it no more. Especially in this formation, man, in a 2. Do you know what I'm saying? Bruno and Casemiro doesn't work, and I'm quite annoyed that he keeps persisting with it. I just hope that in going into the Arsenal game, we play with Bruno as the false 9 and Burma and Cunha as split strikers with Kobe and Yogati as our midfielders. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if it's Kobe and Cass, in fact. But I don't want to see Bruno and Casemiro as our midfield partnership, because it just doesn't work. Do you know what I'm saying? I know last season we had the same midfield and we managed to get 2 decent performances against Arsenal. But Manchester United really need Carlos Baleba. Do you know what I'm saying? It changes the whole trajectory of the season, and it just allows Manchester United to play with a bit more freedom. It allows Manchester United to grab a bit more control of the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're currently missing that. And that's a massive issue. Do you know what I'm saying? Our season doesn't change much if we don't get a real specialist in there. And I'm looking at you, Baleba. The exciting thing to talk about, though, was Rasmus Højlund. The fact is that we didn't see him. Rasmus Højlund was on the bench. He didn't even get any minutes. There's some huge news coming out of Italy with AC Milan, obviously offering 5 million on a loan plus a 35 million buy option. Plus Garnacho news, obviously he's agreed personal terms with Chelsea, and also we're looking to get money for Anthony. If we manage to get these 3 departures out, then we can be looking at a real midfielder in Carlos Baleba, and then all of a sudden our season looks a whole lot different. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like United are pretty much there. I feel like, yes, we do need another centre back, because I saw Maguire today. I just don't think Maguire's at that level. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a good guy. He's done well to turn his United career around, but he's just not it. Do you know what I'm saying? I felt like he was very lucky today. I thought Moise Kean gave him the run around. A lot of the times he was called offside, but if VAR was on today, if VAR was working today, we would have conceded a lot more goals, because Moise Kean was on twice and he was through on goal. Do you know what I'm saying? And this comes from Maguire. When we play at Old Trafford, we play a bit higher up as well, and Maguire has to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? But he can't. Against Victor Gyökeres, or Hawk Tour, shall I say, or Groceries, whatever you want to call him, it's going to be a huge problem going in behind. And I feel like De Ligt is way more mobile, and I feel a bit more comfortable with him there. Maguire can suit some games, but I just don't feel like we can be playing him against Arsenal, especially not Gyökeres with the pace that he has. Do you get what I'm saying? But again, I'm not going to overreact to this this preseason game. Do you know what I'm saying? I felt like, again, we had one eye on the Arsenal game. There wasn't really much positives to talk about, if I'm honest with you. Probably our best player was Euro. Do you know what I'm saying? That was really it. Set pieces is a huge concern. We conceded a goal today from a set piece. You know, Arsenal's, that's their main thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Glorified Stoke City. So we got to sort that out. They had a free, not even a free header, a free shot on goal, and there was two of them at the back post. So Manchester United need to sort that out, because last season we conceded far too many set pieces goals, and that's our Arsenal strong point, and we can't afford to be conceding set pieces. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't. I don't want to start the game 1-0 down again to a set piece. That was the story of last season. Do you know what I'm saying? That chapter is closed. Let's close that book and create a new chapter. With that being said, our goal came from a set piece again as well. Outside of that, I didn't really see any chances. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Euro might be credited with a goal, but it looked like an own goal. Euro's looking like a real threat in the opposition box at set pieces. Do you know what I'm saying? It was nice to see Burma on them as well. He's got a mad whip on him. So hopefully we do get a few more goals from set pieces this season, and Euro chips in with that. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, overall poor performance. Ruben Amorim and the players will have to be way better in the next game against Arsenal, because if we perform like that, it's not going to look good. Do you know what I mean? I know Arsenal are in bad form. I'm going to watch them today at 5, I think, in the Emirates Cup against Bilbao. So that we'll see. We'll do some scouting on them, man. But yeah, let me know, man. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Again, pretty poor. Let me know if you're excited about the Sesko transfer. Let me know your predictions for the Arsenal game. And yeah, man, make sure you smash the likes and subscribe. I think I'm on 378 subscribers, almost at 400. So please do that up for me. But yeah, man, it's your boy Matchday Shows, or Shows either or. And I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.